Hey, good morning, guys. Welcome to another episode of Next Step Espresso, your daily shot of fitness. I am your host, as always, Johnny Landals from Next Step Nutrition, bringing you the podcast that helps you overcome the nutrition confusion and get results for life. Today, we're on episode 439. Now, what is willpower? It goes by a few different names: determination, drive, self-discipline, self-control, a can-do attitude. And there's some criteria to willpower as well: the ability to delay gratification, the capacity to override an unwanted feeling, the ability to employ a cool cognitive system of behavior rather than a hot emotional system, and conscious, effortful regulation of the self by the self. Now, the interesting thing is that willpower has some mixed research around it. At first, it was believed by many to be a finite resource. And there were researchers that showed people struggling to use their willpower at things like a buffet, where a buffet reduces willpower on food because there are too many choices. And there were other researchers to suggest that the mind and body use the same resources. So willpower uses glucose, and therefore the more you use it, the more glucose you use, and therefore you'll get tired and fatigued. And other studies showed that, stamina and other things affect fatigue when you utilize a lot of willpower. So at first, a lot of people were saying, look, willpower, finite resource, it's something that uses a lot of fuel, can beat people down, and therefore we need to use it sparingly. Now, the thing is that actually, over time, this research started to develop, and it showed that willpower was like a muscle, right? It works cumulatively. Rather than being just finite, it actually has the ability to grow and develop, meaning that the more you use it, the better at using it you get, and the more you can use in the future. So imagine you're doing bicep curls. You can only do X amount with a certain weight. With recovery, with rest, the next time you do these curls, you'll find you can do more or do the same amount at a heavier weight, therefore achieving overload and change. Now, it doesn't work like a charm every time. People are different. But if you use this mindset of the fact that willpower is a growable resource, you are more likely to be able to use it more. If you believe it's finite and you'll run out and you'll get tired and annoyed, that is how it will work. So remember, your thoughts become your reality on this. We've seen this in Carol Dweck's book Mindset about fixed versus growth mindset. She did a study called Ego Depletion, Is It All in Your Head?, where they looked about reframing tasks, helping people look at willpower as a way that they can grow it rather than it being depleted, and how that can help on subsequent tasks, right? So if you feel willpower is cumulative, you'll do better on subsequent tasks afterwards, because you'll know that every time you put in hard work, the next time that'll pay off, and it'll get easier and easier to apply that hard work. So have a think about how you can apply this to your fitness journey. If you're using willpower right now to change behaviors and to work on your appetite regulation, are you seeing that as a stressor, or are you seeing that as a challenge that will help develop you? Because just like Kelly McGonigal talks about in The Upside of Stress, your perception of the stress dictates the response. If you think it's going to break you down, if you think it's going to be the worst thing ever, that will be what happens. If you flip it on its head and think about this challenge as something you have to overcome in order to become better, then you'll be a lot more able to take on that challenge. So remember, the ability to perceive willpower is in your mind. Perceive willpower as something that you can grow, something you can strengthen, and something that will get better with time, and the more you'll use it successfully in your fitness efforts. Thank you as always for listening to today's episode of Next Step Espresso. If you liked it, please share it around with friends, family, and other people who might find it useful. Better yet, get it shared on your Instagram or Facebook story and tag us in it at Next Step Nutrition Limited and hashtag Next Step Espresso. Have a great day, guys. I'll see you tomorrow for a Flat White episode where I interview Jo Chamberlain, a previous client of Next Step Nutrition's who has lost over 50 kilos in her weight loss journey and now coaches other people in their nutrition efforts as well. I'm sure you'll want to hear that amazing story. Have a great day, guys.